Hello and welcome to NewFilmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with NFMLA magazine. My name is Danny De Lillo and we're here at the South Park Center. I'm here with Raed with his movie Dunya's Day. Let's take a look at the clip.
شكلك مرة حلو اليوم.
ما جبتي الخدم؟
يا مرة آسفة بس أمي
يا تأخرتي على الفاضي. يلا عبدو
سعدية عبدو ماريا.
Thank you so much for being here today and congratulations on Dunya's Day and coming here from New York. For those that haven't seen it, tell us a brief synopsis of your film.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, Dunya's Day is it's a short film I made back home in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And it's about a young woman, Dunya, who on the day of her big graduation party is abandoned by all her household help. It was kind of exciting for me to make something in a part of Riyadh society that we don't get to see very often on screen, where graduation parties are akin to the Met Gala and veganism is thriving, and to kind of explore that subculture and look at it all through the lens of one character who would stop at nothing for social status.
I fell in love with her character and she really took us on this quite painful journey of what she was going through, and you felt so much for her because, you know, she just wanted to feel, you know, confident and that everything was going to go okay and working for her. When you watch it, sadly, it doesn't all go to plan. Where did the inspiration come for you in this story?
I grew up watching irreverent films like Mean Girls and Heathers and Election by Alexander Payne, and the films of Pedro Almodovar were a big influence too. But more than anything, I just really wanted to make something featuring, you know, a testament to some of the women I grew up around from my hometown.
That must feel really special to be able to do that.
It really did. I mean, we rarely get to see Arab women in those kinds of roles, in sort of an irreverent, comedic film like this, and I didn't see enough of those films certainly growing up, and so it was exciting for me to try to make one.
I'm like so glad that you made this film because firstly you picked some incredible actresses that I thought were brilliant, and what was so great as well, it's a great celebration of Saudi Arabia and the beautiful landscape and the wonderful location that you had as well. It was really, really fantastic. Tell us a little bit more about your casting though, because they were brilliant.
For sure. I mean, casting was tough. We were kind of blessed. It was serendipitous, sort of, how we found the cast, and they were all amazing to work with. And especially casting the lead, casting Dunya, was extremely difficult. We had the help of an amazing casting director named Sara Balghnaim. She signed on and did an open casting call, and we found most of the cast that way. My producer Sarah and I, Sara Nawasra, and I looked at each other at one point while she was reading with some of our cast members, and it didn't feel like she was making fun of the character or her need for validation. And it was all coming from a very genuine, personal place. We decided it had to be her, and so we cast our casting director. At first she was a little hesitant, but I'm really thankful she agreed, because the film would be nothing without her performance.
No, you don't hear many stories of that. That's such a unique story, and she really, I mean, she just stole the show. Now the location was like exquisite. I was like, where is this? I want to go there. Where was the location? How was that experience for you?
So that was, I mean, really the script started with, it was kind of the perfect marriage of character and location. We had this character in her big graduation party And in my hometown, Riyadh, they call them farms, but they're really more like estates and luxury houses in the suburbs of the city. Felt like the perfect place to have, you know, this character stranded without her help, with her two friends. And just the grandness and the symmetry of the location really kind of gelled with the story of the character.
Yeah, for sure.
I had written,
Yeah, and okay, so we need to address something that I was like, how on earth did he do this? You work with animals and several of them. I mean, how does that even work? Like, I was like, how is he doing this?
I mean, it definitely takes a lot of patience working with animals, and we had a shepherd, thankfully, involved. I mean, that was part of, the location was just so perfect.
Yeah.
There happened to be a flock of sheep on location.
As you do.
With a shepherd.
Perfect.
And it's just, you know, and it's cultural practice
Yeah.
there to have lamb at a
Yeah,
lot of big
of course,
occasions. We were very lucky that we didn't really have to deal with transporting or managing the animal ourselves.
Yeah.
And we had an animal wrangler on set who was the shepherd, and we were kind of
wow.
shooting in the animal's home.
Yeah.
So it kind of made things easier. Sheep are very easily startled.
Yeah.
So we had to, like, we didn't slate it. The crew had to just, like, silently sit there, stay put. It felt like we were on some nature documentary suddenly, and it was like the final day of the shoot. It took 2 hours.
Wow.
To get that one shot, I think.
Yeah, see?
And it was our
See,
very
so I
last
appreciate that shot because a lot of work went into that. Obviously, this was part of the Academy Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, you know, a celebration of Arab cinema, which is fantastic. How special was it to kind of like going back to your hometown and obviously, you know, casting and having cast and crew of people, you know, from the local area, and then bringing it to halfway across the world to the home of the Oscars and having it there on the big screen?
I mean, it was amazing. It was great to see the film on that screen, and it was great to play alongside the filmmakers we did. Yeah, I'm so grateful that the Academy and NewFilmmakers have, you know, put up a platform.
We're very grateful to have you. I wrote in my notes, I was like, I want more. Like, I really wanted to see more because I really fell in love with the character and just, I was like, what's happening to her next? Is she gonna be okay? So is there any plans to extend this story?
Hopefully, yeah, there will be more.
Yeah.
I'm in early development on a feature with the same character and tone, but it's a different story. In a nutshell, it's Dunya getting married.
Oh, cool.
And I think, yeah, there's a lot of potential in seeing a wedding in that setting, in those outskirts of Riyadh that we see in the short.
Yeah.
And in seeing sort of the generational gap in Riyadh and the little absurdities that come with being young, privileged, and Saudi. It's really exciting to kind of poke fun at that and at class again. At class privilege, and to do it all in a feature.
Oh, it's gonna be. I hope I hope that the wedding goes a lot better than her graduation.
It doesn't. I'll say
okay,
it
so
doesn't.
get ready, buddy, get ready. Is there anything you kind of want your audience to take from your film?
I mean, a good time mainly. It's been great to see people laughing.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, you said yourself, seeing the humor translate is
wonderful.
More than I could have asked for. You know, I think specificity really is the way to get people to respond. I was blessed to have actors and collaborators who really knew that world intimately as well, and who brought a level of detail and could surprise me even in each take. It's been great also seeing people pleasantly, you know, shocked to see women in couture in Saudi Arabia, and to just check their misconceptions and to see that, you know, girls there are vegan. My 16-year-old sister has been vegan for several years, and most of my family is right now, and seeing, you know, those little things is a fun way also to
100%. And I think
to check people's conceptions about Arab women and women.
Yeah, and we need more of that in cinema, more of that on our screen, because the one great thing we have about cinema is it really showcases the world we live in. because it's such a powerful element. So I love that you're a game changer and just showcasing the rest of the world of the misconceptions as well.
I'm not trying to change any games.
Well,
I
you're
really
doing,
just tried to...
no, you're making great movements, trust me.
Thank you.
You really are. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for bringing Dunya's Day. I can't wait to see the feature.
Thank you for having me.
So please bring the feature to us, that'd be great. But thanks for this one, and we're looking forward to much more of your work, so thank you.
Thank you.